The most common misconception of Vegas is that the only things to do are party, drink, and gamble. Oftentimes, people overlook stuff like this, or even this. And it's because of these things that we got to experience Vegas in a way that totally surprised us. We realized that Vegas takes the saying of the world is your oyster to a whole other level because the experience is truly customizable. Get ready for a week full of world-class cuisine, incredible talent, and thrill-seeking because you've never seen Vegas like this before.
Good morning, or should I say afternoon. We are coming to you live from Vegas, Las Vegas, fam. What did I just say?
Hey.
Ooh, come on, let's dance. What did I just say? Okay, no, we're coming to you live from Vegas, Nevada. And it is Kayla's birthday! It is Kayla's birthday, guys, today! She's older! Happy birthday! So we're here celebrating her birthday. I've never been to Vegas. She's been here for one day. So
I was like 11. Okay?
Yeah.
It doesn't count.
Exactly.
Doesn't count. We are staying in the Virgin Hotels and it is pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know what else you would expect when you're in Vegas. We were driving along the strip trying to find this particular hotel and we were passing by the Bellagio, the Wynn, all these super fancy hotels, but I'm not gonna lie, this one is, in my opinion, just as nice. When we first walked in, it was just like, first of all, why do all the hotels here have casinos? I'm not sure I should be surprised, but I was still surprised. And we finally made it to one of the many towers that are actually at this hotel. We came up, found our room. We are on the top floor. The front desk person hooked us up. And honestly, as soon as we walked in, we were impressed by the room. We've got some nice big entry space, a nice mirror, 2 big beds, a nice bathroom. All the good stuff, guys.
So our first stop of the day is we are going to get Caitlin some Crumble Cookies. And now you haven't heard of Crumble, you are missing out. Crumble Cookies are one of the most goated, delicious cookies on the face of this planet. And that was Caitlin's #1 wish. So we're gonna get some Crumble Cookies and we'll take you along with us.
So first thing that comes to mind when you think of Vegas is probably partying, gambling, and drinking. And while that is probably true, like I mentioned, there is a casino in every single hotel. There's also so much more to do and explore here. So we are gonna show you some amazing events and cool activities. We are gonna show you some world-class dining and food, i.e. Crumble Cookies. And we are gonna show you some amazing views in the upcoming days here. And I'm so excited.
And guys, this is just all for Caitlin's birthday. You see how much she gets spoiled just for her birthday. Damn!
I can't even begin to tell you how amazing these look. I don't know what it is about Crumble, what they do to their cookies. It's more like cake, honestly. So that's why I have crafted this as my birthday cake. It totally makes sense! Ah! So before we fully get into our adventures, let's talk about the heat. If you didn't already know, we're in the middle of the desert. Flying into Las Vegas, you basically see rock and desert, and then in the midst of all of it is a city, Las Vegas. And so when I'm saying it is no joke that the heat here is smoldering, it really is no joke. Dwayne always makes fun of me, but I like to look at the UV index. And like, I don't know, 8. UV index of 8 is high, but it's like 11 plus here. That's extreme. That's extreme. Okay, we're back at the hotel, back in the AC with our Crumble Cookies. I don't even know which one I want. I'm just gonna start off with this one. I think it's strawberry crumb cake. I'm gonna just go on and sorry, Joanne, I'm taking a big old bite. Wow.
The one I've been waiting to sample is this Oreo one. As you can see, it's a cream right in between 2 Oreo cookies, and I'm so excited to dive in. Guys, God bless America. God bless America.
Alright guys, we have had our fill of the cookies. I don't know about doing. I needed that. There was like something about just that sugar rush that was well needed, especially because our flight to Vegas this morning was like super early. So anyways, we've got some energy now. We are on our way to dinner. It's a restaurant called Giada, and it's an Italian restaurant, which Italian is mine and I think one of Doyen's favorite cuisines. Okay, good. I know him. Okay, good. So I am very excited. Doyen booked this for me. He knows me very well. Let's go. We're recording.
Guys, all I gotta say is Caitlin is looking amazing for this dinner here at Giada. We are so excited about it, and all I gotta say is I'm happy because I got the baddest girl in the world. Ooh, and she's looking good for her birthday too. So I just want to say this: when you first walk in, the ambience of the place, it is gorgeous. Like, there are lights everywhere, the design, you could tell people put a lot of thought and detail into how this was created.
Wow. So I've got some bacon wrapped dates that have amazing garnish on them. I don't know exactly what it is. I think there's like some lemon and chives and everything looks so good. Anyways, and then we've also got some flatbread that has some sort of a meat, looks like kind of like ham, and then pistachios. And if you cannot tell, I'm hungry. Let's dig in. Gosh. Okay, the sweetness from the dates was really complemented by the bacon and the lemon flavor. It's like, honestly, it tastes like candy. Oh, I'm here for it. Okay, the ham. Sorry, I don't know if it actually said it was ham, but it's basically ham. And the pistachio melts really good with the flatbread. It's not too doughy, but it's not. It's like, it's more doughy than crispy, and I personally love that. Like the softness with the cheese and all the other flavors. I could marry you. Yes, I could. Alright, so ratings. Doyen gave the bacon wrapped dates a 10 out of 10. I think he gave it extra points for novelty because it's definitely something different, but also it was amazing. And then the flatbread, a 9. I'm gonna have to agree, except I think I'm gonna bump the flatbread up to 9.5 because I am a bona fide pizza lover. Alright, so our main courses are here. We've both got pasta. Of course, when you're at an Italian restaurant, you have to go with the classics. I've got the pappardelle. I forget what it was called. Pappardelle? But it's got some sort of like beef in it, and it's got some really nice garnish, and the pasta looks soft and crispy a little bit on the outside. I'm really excited to dig in. Okay, so after a little bit of a fight here with the pasta, I finally got a nice spoonful of the pasta and some meat and some other garnish. Okay, it's good. The sauce isn't too rich, which I often don't like, and the beef or whatever meat it is has a really mild, not super bold flavor, and it all kind of like complements each other really good. I like it.
Alright guys, I want to say this, but since it's our first day, I'm going to refrain myself because the food does not get any better than this. And when I tell you Giada, oh my goodness, the spaghetti,
Oh yeah.
the appetizers, it was overall a 10 out of 10 experience.
Agreed.
But I don't want to say it because we're just here in day one.
You already said it, babe.
I know, but oh.
And pending. It's pending.
It's pending. It's pending.
Statement.
Yeah, so overall it was an amazing experience. Now we have a show to go watch at New York, so we'll take you there with us, and I guess we'll see you there.
We have made it to our show, and I'm very excited because it is a Cirque de Soleil show. And I don't know if you've heard about Cirque du Soleil, but they put on a great show every single time. And this one is in the New York hotel, so it is Mad Apple. And walking through to get here, even just like through the hotel, is so impressive. They really themed it as New York. You've got like these buildings and walkways that make it look like the side streets outside. Like I love it. So I can't wait to see how the show goes. The show, and it was so much fun. There was a lot more included than I thought there was gonna be. Like there was comedy even. I knew there was gonna be like cool tricks and stuff, but the live music was amazing. Really talented people. The comedy was actually funny. You know how sometimes you watch comedy and you're like, and you kind of fake laugh? No, this was actually funny. Like me and Dwayne were both belly laughing. Overall, it was an amazing experience. So cool, so talented.
Normally around this time, the night would still be beginning, but since we woke up at 3:30 a.m. this morning and we are exhausted, and we also want to do things for you guys tomorrow, we're gonna call it a night. And we're so far, day one in Vegas has been a freaking blast. Happy birthday to my baby. I'm gonna be saying that all week because it's my baby's birthday week, and that's why we're here. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. We are coming to you live from Rolling Smoke BBQ, which is apparently one of the more famous barbecue spots here. We drove to the one that is outside the strip because apparently they have better options. So we're going to be here to test that and to really see if it's good. We also worked out in the morning because you got to get those gains before we eat all that barbecue. So let's go try it, and we'll really see if it's good or not.
Also, one thing Dwayne forgot to mention is this bad boy is all you can eat, hence the workout this morning. We're gonna stuff ourselves full. Let's go. Alright, so we have ordered our first round. Technically how it works is you go up to the front, you order your first, or whatever round you're on. You get 2 to 3 meats and you get 3 sides, and they bring it to you. You have 45 minutes to pig out before you can get your next round, and just as many rounds as you want, I guess. I am excited. All I have to say is God bless America. Oh. Babe, you have to try this. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna say, these are burnt ends, I think. This is one of the most bussin' burnt ends I've ever tasted in my life.
Alright, let's see if it's as good as Caitlin says it is. Guys, that is amazing. It's so big. It's so juicy. You can taste the flavor. You can taste the fact that like it's been marinated properly in the sauce. That is delicious. Oh my goodness. I got some brisket on my plate, and I'm very excited to try that. Guys, this is amazing. Oh my goodness. The smokiness, the flavor. Like, it just hits right home. Like, this is just so flavorful. You can tell it's spiced intentionally. This is the best brisket I've ever had in my entire life.
Ooh, that was amazing. I've never had barbecue so good, and just all the assortments, like all the meat was good, all the sides were good. It's not every day that you come across something so like amazing as a whole, where nothing suffered, and especially not this girl. I'm walking out happy.
Guys, I am boiling. It is so hot that I got my shirt over my head. That's some wild shit right here.
We've just finished our time at the pool. We really enjoyed ourselves just kind of lounging, taking in the sunshine. I will say it's hot and it was manageable, but hot. And Doyen went up to get us water and the bartender was like, this is a really nice day, like a lot cooler than normal. And we're like, cooler? What's normal? So it was a lot of fun. We just vibed. Now we're gonna go get ready for dinner. I am so thrilled for the next amazing food. We are here at Hell's Kitchen. It was a hell of a journey to get here. It's in Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, and I didn't know how big Caesar's Palace was until we were driving past it yesterday, and it's like, it takes up so much area when you drive past it, and then it's a whole other thing when you're trying to walk through it, because the parking garage was on the whole other side of the whole building complex, and then we had to walk all the way to the other side to get to Hell's Kitchen. My feet were a little sore, but it was worth it because the whole ambience of the place is absolutely amazing. You've got the chefs out working where you can see, you've got cool design, everyone is very classy. It's great.
Alright guys, so I got the pan-seared scallops to start off as an entree. Me and Caitlin are going to share this, but let's get a little taste of what it's like. Let's hope it lives up to the hype. That's amazing. That is wow. The texture of the scallop, it like melts in your mouth, but you just get that delicious taste. And like it's like butter. It's very buttery, and it's buttery salty. It's really delicious. I like it. This is a solid 9 out of 10.
We are getting ready to eat our main course. We both got the beef Wellington because I don't know. I feel like because Gordon Ramsey is a UK man and we're at Hell's Kitchen, it's kind of the only option if you ask me. I'm gonna get some potatoes in there. Okay, that's really good. Okay, I've never had beef Wellington before ever, so I don't really have the base point to compare it to, but I will say it's pretty amazing. Like the au jus in the middle is so rich and just really complements all the flavors, and the puff pastry is done to perfection. It's like it's not soggy, but it's got a bit of that crisp. Amazing. So Dwayne got the 3-course meal. I just got the beef Wellington, and he got a sticky toffee pudding. I think that's what this is with his. But since it's my birthday, they got one for me too, and I'm so happy. Oh, that's really amazing. Wow. I don't even know what is what. Like the ice cream, literally, it's like everything. I don't even know how to explain it. One bite just feels so cohesive, and it's sweet. I'll say it's really sweet, but the toffee flavoring is amazing. So I'm not gonna lie, the whole experience was so amazing. The whole ambiance of the place is so nice. Just from the moment you enter, it feels like fine dining. And I'm not gonna lie, there was a couple people wearing some casual stuff, but it's okay. I'm not gonna be a hater. They were probably out all day. I feel like when I first got there, it was like a lot of people were kind of just like coming in because it wasn't as busy. You had a few tables remaining. We had a reservation and it was starting to fill up. And so, you know, it kind of got busier throughout the night. And then as we were walking out, there was just like a whole mass of people in the waiting area waiting to get seated. Hopefully, some of them had reservations, but I have a feeling most of them were walk-ins because it is a very popular restaurant. And it makes sense why. It was very good. The service was amazing. You had someone always coming around to top up your water, take your plates away, and then you had your server always providing really great service. They even got me a free birthday cake. Food was delicious. Honestly, everything was so great, and it helps that it was Gordon Ramsay. that this whole section that was mimicking, well, I think Caesar's Palace, technically, the whole vibe of this entire area is supposed to be like Italy, but one section inside was like Italy on crack, okay? You had like the dome as the roof that had the clouds and the sky on it. It looked like it was moving. It was really cool. And then you had like water fountains and the cobblestone streets and the different stores like Gucci and Valentino, like stuff like that. And it was all in the most incredible like mock buildings. Honestly, it was really fun walking through. So we just exited that, and now we're walking kind of outside to see if we can just go on that main strip area and see what we can find, who we can see, what people watch and we can do. Let's go.
Alright guys, one of the things I want to touch up on about is the scale of things here in Dubai. I said Dubai.
He said Dubai because there's a fountain show literally right in front of us that looks like the one in Dubai.
But what I mean to say is the scale of things here in Vegas, like you see it in pictures and you're like, oh, it's probably small. No, they spared zero expense here. Everything is massive. And as soon as you walk into a building that's like New York, Paris, or Caesar's Palace, you feel like you're in a different country. They put so much effort into it, and it's kind of crazy. Guys, I will say this over and over again. Vegas is not a real place.
It's not. Like, it feels like you're everywhere but nowhere at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, are we in Dubai? Are we in France?
Are we in Rome?
Like,
it's crazy.
Really, the world is your oyster, except the world is Vegas.
Yeah, the world literally is Vegas.
After all of that walking around, we had finally come to the conclusion that we had enough, and not really of walking around specifically like in Vegas or like anything like that, but our feet were tired. We had left the hotel in our dress clothes and my heels, Dwayne's dress shoes, and our feet were starting to get raw. Okay, so we called it quits. We're back in the hotel room. We are gonna lounge and sleep and hopefully just get ready for a great day tomorrow. We'll see you then. Good morning. We are starting our day off strong with some excitement. We've made it to the, I think it's called the Circus Hotel and Casino, and on and on and on. And we are going to the Adventure Dome, which is in the area, and it's this huge amusement park that looks so fun. I love rides, and Doyen knows this, so that's why he took me. And I think there's some pretty cool roller coasters and other rides in here, so I am so excited to get a thrill in, and hopefully Doyen makes it out alive.
So we just finished at the hotel here. It's more of like a kids theme park, which is not bad because we still wanted to explore it and kind of show you guys what's there. It's a little bit of an older building, but the theme park is well maintained, and it looked like a bunch of kids were having fun. So if you have kids, this would be a great place to bring them. You saw Caitlin, she lost it when she was gaming, having the time of her life.
We have made it to what's called the Strat Tower. We drove here only like 5 minutes and then parked and came up. The rides don't open until 2:30 and it's currently 1:49. So we came all the way up to the top of the tower. It's actually a lot taller than I thought it was. I'm not gonna lie, like when we were down below and kind of like a bit further away from the tower, it didn't look that tall. But now that we're up, I think to the 109th floor or something like that, I'm like, okay, it's kind of tall, but it's really cool, and I'm excited to try out the rides. We were chilling inside waiting for the rides to open, and we realized we didn't realize, we overheard a lady talking about how she wanted to go up to the top floor to the observation deck, and we were like, oh crap, that's right, we forgot about it. So we were like, thanks lady, and we came up here to get some good old heat, and I must say it feels really nice. The AC obviously is needed in these buildings, I'm not going to complain about that, but sometimes it gets chilly, and then walking outside is like a warm blanket, and you get a more clear view, not like through the window. But I will say I forgot to put on sunscreen today, so I'm hoping that my skin holds up. I don't hear screaming. So I think it's okay.
Guys, we just got off the ride. Let me tell you, it was wild. Like, I had my eyes closed half the time, but I think it was a good experience, right?
It was okay. I feel like it actually wasn't too scary, but the scariest part is obviously that when you're going, and we were in the front, is that you're going and you see everything, and it looks like you're not gonna stay on the track, but you do. So I feel like it's like an appropriate amount of thrill. So we just finished at the Strat and did our couple of rides. I'm not gonna lie, it was so fun. They're like the kind of rides where they're not long, but the thrill is worth it. Like if you like adrenaline and you like rides, I think it's worth it. So actually, I realized I forgot to put on sunscreen this morning, so I'm gonna go put on sunscreen. We're gonna go back to the hotel, get some water, and then we're gonna go back out and check out some more hotels, because honestly, we're starting to realize that all of them are very impressive and unique in their own ways, so we're just gonna do a little more exploring. So we got back to the hotel, did like a very small amount of lounging before we realized that we actually don't have a lot of time before we have to go and make our dinner reservation at 5 o'clock, and it is at Anthony's Steak and Seafood.
All right, guys, we have arrived at Anthony's Steakhouse and Seafood, and initially we came here for the buffet, and thank you. And apparently the buffet is only on during Sundays from 11 p.m. to 2 p.m. and the reason why we came from the buffet is because it has lobster tail steak. It has so many delicious dishes. It's all over social media, but it's only on Sundays, and they are quite booked out. But our server did tell us, and we're gonna tell you guys, if you guys want to come on Sundays at 1 o'clock. It dies down around that time, so that would be one of the best times to come. But even though we're not going to be getting the buffet today, we are, however, going to be trying some of their food here to see if anything is better than the buffet or comes close to it. So we're going to make the best of what we got. If life gives you lemons, you make lemonade.
Okay, so that was my first time having escargot, and I have to say, I'm shocked at how much I like that. I don't know if it's all this good all the time, or if it's just this particular one, but shit slaps. It's like, I can't even describe the flavor. This is nothing like I've ever had before, but it was perfectly kind of like oily, and I added some lemon and salt on there, and it was just like everything exploded in my mouth. I had no words. Okay, I've got my first piece of steak right here. I am so excited because it looks phenomenal. Oh. Oh yeah, that was a good bite. It's the piece I had is a little chewy because of the fat, but the flavors are like exploding in my mouth. It's it's almost like caramelized and rich. Amazing. Wow, that's so cute. I get to make another wish. I think it'll come true. After our amazing dinner, we came right back to the New York hotel where they have this really cool roller coaster. I love roller coasters. Dwayne, not so much, but he does it because he loves me. And it is, I forget what it's called. Something apple. The Big Apple coaster. And it is a big apple. Okay, let me tell you, this thing goes up so far. I had a full conversation with Dwayne as we were going up, and it just kept going, and I'm like, when is it gonna end? And then they had like 2 loop-de-loops and a side loop-de-loop. It was, honestly, I feel like all the blood left my head at one point. we were lucky that we made it out alive.
So once you step out of the roller coaster, they also have like an arcade, an area where you, the kids, the family can go play some games, take it easy. It gets really, really busy at night. So my suggestion is come around 6 to 7. That's when the party's just getting started. You'll be able to get in really quickly. Overall, it was a great time here.
We are back at the hotel after doing some exploring around New York hotel and riding our amazing ride. We've had a long day, and so it feels like it. A lot of walking around, a lot of exploring. So it is time to catch some Z's and wake up tomorrow feeling refreshed, ready to have some more fun.
Good morning. It is our last day here in Las Vegas, and we got to start it off right. We have been hearing about Pink Box Donuts the whole time we've been here, and we're like, what better thing to do than early in the morning at 8 a.m. than to stop at Bagel Mania and go to Pink Box Donuts, because apparently they have some inside. So we're gonna go check that out. I'm so excited to munch. I love donuts. Caitlin knows how much I love donuts. If you've seen our other vlogs, I will stop at a donut shop at will and go have some donuts. So let's go check it out.
So we've got our Pink Box Donuts, and they look absolutely amazing. I'm not gonna lie, there were so many options. I was up there looking at all of them, feeling pressure from the people behind me. I had no idea what to choose, so Dwayne chose for me, and I trust this guy. I trust this guy when it comes to sweets, because he is a sweet fanatic. And then we did cave and got some bagels at Bagel Mania, because we walked in and the smell consumed us. So I got an Asiago bagel, and Dwayne got like a sandwich bagel on the Asiago. So I think it's gonna be amazing. Guys,
I got the salmon bagel, and as you can see, oh my gosh, that shit looks juicy. Oh my gosh, I'm excited to dive in. I think that's the best bagel I've ever had in my entire life. That is so creamy, so juicy. You can taste the salmon, but you can also taste everything else that they put in there. This is an amazing bagel.
So I've got the donuts here. I'm gonna try this one was blue rainbow sprinkle donut something. Oh, that's good. The donut is really, really moist. It's really good. Obviously I got like a more basic one compared to like, you know, some of these other ones, but like it's just so moist. It doesn't, I think this is the best one I've ever had, like quality wise.
So after that delicious bagel in the morning, we went back to the hotel, showered, and now we are at Speed Vegas, where we are going to be go-kart racing for Caitlin's birthday. I know this whole week is a birthday, right? And I'm so excited. Over here they have supercars where you can rent out a supercar with a driver. You can go on desert ATV tours. Today we're doing go-kart racing, so I'm so excited. Let's go.
Finished our race. It was so much fun. No surprise, was the slowest time. I don't know why everyone was going so, okay, I know why everyone was going fast, but I don't know how everyone was going so fast. Dwayne got like, what was it, like 46 seconds for his lap, and my best was for 52 seconds for a lap. I was like, you know what, it doesn't matter. I had fun. And now we are gonna go get some sushi. So it's at a restaurant called Sushi Samba, and apparently it is really good. I had a suggestion from a friend, so I'm really hoping that it lives up to the standard, and we love sushi. So let's go. We walked into the, I think it's a mall, but there's the mall kind of inside the hotel. You basically walk around. We saw Sushi Samba, but our reservation wasn't for another half hour, so we just kind of walked around. And they've got a whole, just kind of like Caesar's Palace, looked like Rome. It was this whole area that looked like Venice. So you got like the canals, they've got the little like buildings and the restaurants and the cobblestone streets, and they had like people actually on boats on the canal and like people in little uniforms. It felt very authentic, I'm not gonna lie. That's the thing about Vegas. Everything feels so like false, but authentic at the same time. It's crazy. Anyways, we have made it to Sushi Samba. I am very excited. Me and Dorian love sushi. Let's go try it out. We've got our gyoza here and it looks amazing. It's got like soy sauce on it, and it's got pumpkin, like it's laid on pumpkin, which I wasn't expecting, and it looks really good. As someone who loves gyoza, this looks, oof. Let's try it. This is the best gyoza I've ever had in my life. There's so much beef inside, and the beef is so good, and I don't even have like a distinct flavor of the pumpkin, but everything together, wow. Wow. This looks so good. The presentation, first of all, is amazing, and I feel like that is the start of the expectation that it's going to be just as amazing as it looks. That's good. That's really good. Good flavor. I think tuna on top is really soft. Everything, nothing is too chewy or hard. Amazing. I'll be honest, I don't even know exactly what this one is. He explained it, but I was too mesmerized by how it looked. So let's just eat it. That's good. It's really different. It's very different. I don't even know how to explain it. The flavors are very bold but complementary. Kind of like a bit of a citrusy flavor in there. Wow, amazing. Okay. Oh, that one's good. Wow. It's got some sort of like balsamic, I think, on it. And then it's got some spicy chilies. Sauce. Wow. Oh, that's my favorite. That was good. Okay, I'm not very handy with my chopsticks, but this looks really good. Yeah. Oh yeah. The pork is amazing. It's really tender. It's got some sort of like sauce. I missed what the sauce was, but it's got a nice light sauce on top. The noodles are good, and everything in the broth is really amazing. Just finished and everything was amazing. I was saying to Dorian that my jeans feel a little tighter because of all the amazing food that we ate. I will say one thing about all of the places that we've been, all the places that we've eaten and gone to for whatever reason, we always have to park in a parking garage, okay? And these parking garages love to use the excuse of charging you. And so it's like a flat rate for 0 to 24 hours. So you can stay there for 1 hour, 5 hours, 24 hours, and it's gonna be a flat rate. And that flat rate has been either $18 or $20 every single time. And that's probably been like the only part of Vegas that I've been like, oh my gosh, a little bit of a sham, and I feel like we're getting finessed, but hey, as long as you expect it and you know that it's coming, it's all good. We have made it to Fremont Street, or the Fremont Street Experience is like that name of that entire strip, and it was, to say the least, pretty chaotic. When I think of Vegas, that is exactly what comes to mind. And we were on the strip, I was thinking to myself, like, this isn't as chaotic as I thought it'd be. No, this is what's chaotic. Like, there were people doing the most crazy things. There was lights, there was zip lining over the road. Like, I don't even know what was going on, but I loved it. Now back to the hotel after a sweaty time walking around.
Alright guys, it is the next morning. Last night was wild.
It was really fun last night, and honestly, after everything and such a fun-packed week, we came back to the hotel and we passed out, but I think that means that we had a good time.
That's true. That is true.
So we had a good sleep, kind of, for an early-ish flight this morning, and we are off back home, and all I can say was, I love you, Vegas.
Yeah,
This
Vegas is amazing.
So fun, and I think we'll have to come back at some point to do all the things that we didn't do.
That is true. So if you haven't yet, make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button. We really appreciate you. We appreciate all the effort you put into watching this video. So thank you so much for watching it, and we'll see you next time.